intersection of 523 and 629. Speed limit has been reduced to 35 miles an hour, and there's been some appropriate enforcement by our police department in both areas. We're continuing our discussions about future safety improvements. That's ongoing, and we expect to be doing that later this month. So stay tuned. We're still engaged in identifying where we need to make some additional traffic improvements, safety improvements. But good results so far.
Under mostly were affected by not having any floor area ratio remaining to do any improvements to their properties on a we'll say reasonable basis. So what that did was trigger people to have to go to the Board of Adjustment, which is costly, confusing, pain in the neck, all those things. So what this proposes is to relax a lot of those standards, but not too much. We've taken into account real examples that have gone through the Board of Adjustment, folks who have decided not to go through that process, put them through these calculations and say, does that account for most of the cases where people are doing this so that it's easier for them to do these improvements without having to go through the red tape of the township. So that's what we've done here. I done a lot of research and with our planners, with our professional planners, and with our code enforcement. I sent a long email to the committee about a month ago saying, here's more of the information that you were looking for, and it is my hope that we can introduce this as is tonight and hold a public hearing in 2 weeks. I have spoken to some different residents throughout this process. They continue to text me, email me, what's going on. We're waiting for this to go through so we can put a little extension on our kitchen or put up a small pole barn so that I can park the extra car that I have, these kinds of things. So the other thing that it does is it introduces impervious coverage standards that did not previously exist within this ordinance. So it does account for that. Those bulk standards of FAR and impervious are now included within this amended ordinance.